Hey, good morning. This is the Daily Bone podcast, and we're doing things differently today. Clemente and I are in a shared hotel room, along with Easy, who went partying late last night. Except, I don't know if any of us did. You have any alcohol last night?
I had a couple drinks.
Okay, well, Easy and I did not, but it was just like a banger of a party. Like, it was a really good party, really good music.
Dude, they had Medusa, who's like a huge name DJ from London, and the guy was just cooking for like 2 hours.
Yeah, you should have actually played Medusa. Now that we're sitting here discussing, like, that would have made sense.
He's just a DJ though, so what music does he have? He just has mixes, right?
No, he has his own music.
Bro, he has like 3 or 4 Grammy-nominated songs.
Oh, I just heard. I thought he was okay. Yeah.
He's like, oh, this guy's a great Austin club DJ.
This guy just presses buttons and shows up.
Literally what he was doing last night. He was playing some bangers though. There were some good songs. Anyways, welcome to the show, everyone. Today we're breaking down the celebrity meme coin crash.
Oh, that's what everyone wants to know about.
Okay.
Let's see what else is in the show notes, Clemente.
The latest blast gold distribution and how to maximize your allocation.
Can't wait.
And the serious comeback from Runes.
This sounds like an awful show, I'm gonna be honest. What the fuck is going on?
What do you want to talk about?
I mean, we can discuss this. Like, this is legit. Like, this is basically what we're going to discuss today is the same things that we discussed for the past 3 weeks. Meme coins, what fantasy top and the status of that. It's down only at this moment in time based on all the charts that I'm looking at. And we're going to talk about runes. Actual runes are back.
They're back. Everything's up like 25%.
Dude, things move like 5% in this market, and we're like, the narrative has changed, people.
The dog go to the moon. Before we kick off today's show, I want to give a quick shout out to today's partner, Karate Combat. I'm not going to lie, guys. Things are electric. We are staying in the Karate Combat Hotel.
Which is pretty far from downtown, I'm going to be honest. But, and actually, last night, there was a couple having a violent argument directly next to my room. I was like, what type of hotel am I staying in? They had the front desk came up and threw them out.
Okay, well, despite that, there is energy. You can't deny that is some energy.
That's fighting energy right there.
It is electric right now. I was down there. There were 2 fighters. I could tell they're the fighters because they have the what is it, the cauliflower?
The cauliflower ear, yeah. Uh-oh, our audio's, can they hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, it was Cauliflower Central. But anyways, today's the big fight. It's Karate Combat 46. It is absolutely electric. We are very excited for it. We're going to be in downtown Austin covering all of it. It's going to be a very big fight. Allegedly, the one and only Joe Rogan will be there. So we're going to be breaking it down. And then at the end of the show, we're going to be sharing our picks for today's fight. There's about 10 fights total between the Influencer Fight Club and the main event. So we're going to be making our picks. The deadline to make your picks tonight is 6 p.m. Eastern to lock everything in. So we're going to be walking you through it. If you want to also participate with us, you can go to karate.com and download the app. But let's get on with the show. Signal, let's take it away with this weather report whenever you're ready.
Yeah, absolutely, folks. It's Thursday. It's May 30th. That got that ETH market volume coming in at 12.5. The Solana market volume is at 2.9, and the ordinals is at 3.4. If we look at the market leaders on Ethereum, we've got those potatoes. They're back up to 1.6 ETH. Over on Blast, the keys got absolutely decimated. They're down to 0.39. Over on Solana, you got Campai Pandas. They're up 20% to 31 Sol. And Clemente, they're down 50% to 9.5 Sol. And then finally, on the ordinal side, the Quantum Cats, they're back up to 0.31. On the crypto roundup, the majors, it just slightly dipped over the last 24 hours. Got Bitcoin just hovering at that 68,000 mark. Ethereum at 3,750. You just can't get to the 4K, and Solana at 167. On the meme coin side of things are also down in the day following the majors. Obviously, some exceptions to this. This includes Biden on ETH, Zach on Sol. They're both up 50%. And Runes have been absolutely cooking despite the depressed market. You got Dog, Decentralized, Arsic, and Satoshi all up about 40%. Over the past 24 hours, firstly, Blast released its 4th gold distribution with Thruster and Fantasy receiving over 1 million gold. Wolf Game obviously made its debut and received 500,000 gold. Our friend Stats updated his gold valuation to $7.36. Woo! And that is due to less than expected dilution. Secondly, next
What the heck?
Did we lose her? Easy. Can you hear it?
Might have lost her.
Okay, here we go. I'll keep going. I'll do the weather report, baby. Anyway, so we were talking about
which caused the Jenner token on Sol to dump 60%. Rapper Triple Reed launched the Bando token, which was already at 7.
Okay, here we
Now
go.
you're
Here we
back.
go.
You're
No, here she's lagging a
That
bit.
is all for the weather report.
Got it. Okay, here we go. I'll finish off some of the stories. We missed off the last two, but PayPal announced at consensus that a PYUSD, which is PayPal USD, has gone live on Solana. This will increase speed and reduce user fees. They have also announced confidential transactions that will allow user privacy while retaining regulatory compliance. Finally, in the celebrity meme coin news, Caitlyn Jenner released Jenner on ETH, which caused her Jenner token on Solana to dump 60%. We also had rapper Trippie Redd launch the Bando token, which is already at a $7 million market cap before he tweeted about it. He thought that was a flex too, and someone called him out for it. He retweeted it. It has since crashed to under 500K. Man, the celebrity meme coin meta literally lasted 36 hours. Before we move on to some stories from the Daily Bone newsletter, which you can go subscribe to at bodogos.com now. Bodogos.com. Nick, what did you make of people? People are loving your shirt, I will say.
Yeah, I saw some sorry, I gotta get my headphones off while I'm speaking. I saw some commenters saying basically that I've worn the shirt for 2 days in a row. I started wearing this shirt yesterday at 8 p.m. Okay,
He bought the shirt yesterday.
What I do is I can't even speak. I'm operating on a different cycle, which is I start in the afternoon and I go through the next morning, and that's the way that I like to have it because it brings the energy of the night before out into the new day. And so you may catch me like dancing in the streets of Austin with this shirt in the morning, and you're going to say, what's going on? Were you partying all night? No, but that is the energy that I'm going to be bringing. So that's the whole purpose there. That's why I'm operating on that level. I have multiple shirts. I also, this was one, I was talking the other day on Twitter about the cost of my shirts and how I can empathize with the peasantry who are seeing the price of things go up, because my shirts have gone up from $350 to $400 for t-shirts. A shirt like this costs more like $700, And so, yeah, I mean, but I'm really enjoying it. People seem to like the rocket popsicles. I don't know if they're rockets or if I guess they are. They're rocket popsicles. I don't know what you call them. They're just popsicles in space, which is very worth the $700.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I was with Nick last night. When I was with him, he received like 6 compliments. People would be like, yo, dude, that's a sick shirt. And various people, we were walking in the streets of Austin. I heard like 5 or 6 choose riches while he's just walking. It was very wild. But anyway, some story from the Daily Bone newsletter. You can go subscribe at bodogos.com. First story, Tenderly launches their development framework tooling on Blast.
Tenderly?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Tenderly?
As I would expect you to know, Nick, this is I saw multiple developers tweeting about how this is the biggest thing that's happened to Blast. Wow. Easy, do you know anything about this?
No, just that Nick was dancing tenderly last night. Other than that, I don't know much about what they do on Blast or why it's developer focused or why it's that amazing.
Yeah, so it's allegedly it's full stack infrastructure for Blast, for developers building on Blast. So it's going to what I saw was it's going to bring a lot more builders.
Very interesting.
Yeah, people are very excited about it. So anyways, the next story is Pacmoon's V2 has gone live. I'm very excited about this one. We saw Pacmoon with a little 18% rip on the day. Seems like it was received pretty well. Next story, Vitalik Buterin, blogger extraordinaire, releases latest blog on layer 2s as cultural extensions of Ethereum. I saw Cyrus quote tweet this and say, Blast's FDV of 15 billion is FUD. So we will see. And lastly, speaking of runes, look at this. Green across the board, baby. They had a fantastic day. Dog Go to the Moon up 22%. Arsic Genesis runes up 21%. Decentralized up 33%.
What's Pups at?
Peace up only 6%.
To what?
to a $150 million market
No,
cap.
no, no. What's the price of pups? Are we still down like 90% on ours?
Unit price of pups.
Also,
Da, 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 da,
I don't know if that came through on the mic.
$16.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
you
we're
buy
down.
one pup for $16?
Or
No,
Nick,
that's
if you
the
want to,
the Solana
they're the
price.
same one. They're bridged.
I have
15 cents. 15 cents.
okay.
Yeah, one pup on runes is one rune pup is 15 cents.
Okay,
I
but
own
we're still down
pups ever
70%.
since Ansem was promoting it, and now I've been down. I
Yeah.
think I'm down like 30% on pups.
I'm down 50%, and I think Easy is down about the same. Okay, so look, I want to talk about Blast, but we had their latest gold distribution announced yesterday. We can quickly talk about this. Only 10 million gold was distributed versus 15 million, which caused the NFT stats to increase his gold estimate to $7.50, up from $6. Fantasy Top received 1.3 million. Captain and Company and Wolf Game received 500K. Signal, any thoughts on these? I saw you tweet a little bit about I think Blaster.
something for Wolf Game?
Did you claim the gold sheet for Wolf Game?
I did.
So you can play the game. We haven't gotten anything yet. You have to play the game.
In order to get the gold?
Yeah.
So this gold distribution, where did it go? Like
To the team, they just means that they got the gold now. They have not officially distributed it to players.
they got the gold. Okay.
Every DApp gets the gold, and they decide how much of it they want to hand out. So far, every DApp is given out 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got to earn that gold. You got to earn that gold.
You got to click the buttons.
Yeah, they're not just gonna give it to you directly. You gotta earn it. But Signal, any thoughts on the gold distribution?
So the gold distribution, like, I was kind of frustrated with some things because there are some apps where I was like, yeah, they don't deserve any gold. And then there were really good apps like Blaster, which is genuinely a good app. And the reason why it's good, they've got a good user interface, really simple. They give out their points and their gold really quickly. Everything is just like I'm not gonna say real time, but maybe like within like 10 to 15 minutes. All the creators who actually launch a project, if you've ever used Blaze, you know why Blast is so good. Blaze is a disaster. And Blaster, their launches are always seamless. And like they've actually curated a really good community. You've got stats on there, you've got gold Melios, you've got pack wrecked. So like people were going on there. And then basically this gold distribution came in, completely slashed Blaster's allocation, which pretty much is, what this highlighted to me is that apps need to literally become like anti-fragile to gold. They need to be so good regardless of receiving gold. Like if Pacmoon went to another chain, the community would go with it and it would just continue. If Clay Cambria went to another chain, it would just continue. They can just change the rewards to be something that will entice the community, like ETH rewards or soul rewards, like whatever they want it to be. And that's a standard that apps need to bring. So like initially gold has been great to jumpstart, but then what you're seeing is that you get a lot of crappy apps. And at the same time, apps which have been building with this gold in mind are basically at the whim whether Pacman likes them this week or whether he doesn't like them this week. And they need to be so good that it's an app that stands the test of time with or without gold. And that's something that came out of this distribution. And I realized, and also for everyone who's been investing a huge amount of time in these things, imagine somebody was on Play Cambria Fantasy and then Pacman's like, no, don't like it anymore. And all your investment and time, it just basically goes to zero. So it starts to make you think how you want to strategize around which apps to use and which apps are the strongest within the ecosystem.
Yeah. Yeah. And within Blast as a whole, I guess while we're on the topic, we saw Pacmoon launch their V2 yesterday, which allows social validators. So basically, if you own 10,000 Pacmoon, which is about $2,000, you get to like other people's tweets, and then you give them points for their for the monthly airdrop. So
can I like myself?
No. But you can if I like your tweet, you get a certain amount of points based off how much Pacmoon I own.
So isn't this kind of like a perfect can you go and
it's multi-level marketing, Nick?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can kind of get together with a group of people and we create the group and then we like everybody's tweets.
So no, there's a certain number of tweets that you can like per day that count.
What's the
No,
limit?
you can like as many as you want. No, you can like as many as you want, but your points get divided amongst. So you can like one post and all your points will go to that one post, or you can like 3 and then your points get divided amongst the 3.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Ray Arquant. He had 1 like from a whale give him like 40,000 points versus because he's just a big whale that only liked Ray's post. So now he's like top 10. He was talking shit to me because I'm only getting likes from the eeny peeny weeny whales, right? I'm not getting
minnows, not the whales.
Minnows, exactly. So yeah, it's an interesting system. I think it's better than how it was set up before because now it's set up. They're kind of building a little community. But yeah, I mean, we're bringing back Instagram in 2014. We're bringing back like for like, follow for follow. It's gonna be interesting. Easy. Anything to add here on Pacmoon, Nick?
Wait, I got one random story real quick.
Okay.
Last night, so I'm in the club, and this girl is like pointing at me aggressively, and Clemente like flags that this girl is pointing at me from like across the way, and I'm like, yo, that's just normal Nick life. Like, you understand? Like, that's just what my life is be like at this point, was literally what I was saying. So I walk over to this well, actually, no, we go out. Clemente is talking to 2 girls. I interrupt to ask him for advice about a video that we ended up doing, the me getting carried into the club. And this girl runs up and she's like, Nick, it's me, Jen. And I'm like, Jen? And she's like, Jen. And I'm like, Jen? And so her name was Jane. It was the girl that posted my dating app profile online. So I'm now like sitting there and she's like, oh my God, so good to see you. And I have like mixed, can we go back to, I want to see the real quick. So I'm like, hey, like, how's life since I made you famous? Like, I'm like kind of just like joking around with her. And she works for the person who organized the actual event. But she was like, yeah, how are you doing? Like, how are things? And I'm like, and she asked me something about like the overall experience with her, what do you call it? Like just that whole sequence. And I was like, yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, it kind of felt like a privacy violation. No, not gonna lie. But I was like, did get millions of views, so I appreciate that. But it was just interesting having her like run up on me, being like, oh, so good to see you. And I'm like, dude, fuck this girl. that was my general vibe. But it was interesting to see her. Sorry, I can't hear. I have to keep exiting and
no worries. Was there any flirtatious activity when you guys were talking? No, or it was just a casual platonic interaction?
We had sex while we were there, so that was interesting. We just decided
you did vanish for like a good
the relationship. And
Nick did vanish for 3 to 4
I'll
minutes.
forgive you. And then just had sex.
Yeah, Easy. You bring up a good point. He did vanish for a good 35 seconds, I think.
Yeah. He said he'd be right back, and it was impressive. I mean, I think we timed it 38 seconds, and we were like, well done.
Hey, I mean, dude, revenge. It was revenge sex. So that's just a fast moving thing.
A little pump and dump. Anyway.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm riled up. It's Austin. It's the Windy City. Wow.
Calling it that.
Okay. All right. Anyways,
pump and dump's crazy, dude. So speaking of.
Yep. Easy.
The Jenner token.
Okay, let's talk about the Jenner token. Speaking of pump and dumps. We're starting to lose it. Okay. Jenner token, easy up. What happened with the Jenner token yesterday?
It wasn't good, man. It wasn't good. The Jenner team has officially transitioned from
they
Solana to
switched
ETH.
genders.
Yeah, they did.
Blockchains, but yeah, that's fine. We'll take that for what it is. They launched on ETH, said no, they didn't buy any tokens. Turns out that was true. Led to a massive sell-off on the Solana token. Who could have possibly seen that one coming? Of course. And then Trippy Red launched a token on the back of that. That promptly went down to 0. And then this guy Davido, who's a pretty big DJ with like 50 million social media followers across accounts, was on a space with Thread Guy and Ansem talking about it. And on the space, he tells everyone, "Hey guys, I just sold 3% of the supply," causing the token to sell violently, and said it was for marketing expenses. So many people then proceeded to call him poor. Said, "You have 50 million followers and you need 300K. How
You
poor are
peasant
you?"
loser.
Yeah, yeah. So and then Zach XBT dropped the threads, basically highlighting that this guy's like 6th or 7th pump and dump. He looked like Nick at the club. I'll tell you that much.
Really?
No, it's pump and dump or looking like you at the club.
Oh, that's the joke. I didn't get the joke there. Now I get the joke.
Well, the way you were dancing last night, he may have looked like you because dude, we were vibing.
It was a good party. I have a bunch of videos and photos that I took from the from the evening, but I don't know like where to publish them. I'll probably publish them to my Instagram. Instagram would be the place.
You still
You know
got
what,
Facebook?
Twitter needs is stories.
No, they tried that.
I know they need to bring it back.
They tried it with Fleets.
What a dumb name.
Terrible name. Almost as bad as Threads.
What does Snapchat call it stories?
Yeah.
So Facebook made the right decision to be like, yeah, that's a story. That's just what the medium is.
Yes.
So I would like Twitter stories to be brought back. Thank you, Elon Musk.
Oh, sorry, BT. He's an Afro beat artist, not a DJ. What's the difference?
I think Medusa is also an Afrobeat DJ.
No. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Before we wrap, celebrity meme coins. Anything to add here? So Caitlyn Jenner launched it on
Paris Hilton token today.
I'm sorry.
The Paris Hilton token is launching today.
Okay, I will say Paris Hilton knows how to market.
Is it a token?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Based on what I was shilled in the club last night, the Paris token's dropping today.
Wait, were you shilled in the club?
Somebody said I have to buy this thing tomorrow. It's going to 500 million. They were off a lot of vodka Red Bulls. And I said, why do I need to buy this? He then proceeded to promptly continue to try to talk, spit all over my face, and say that the Paris token was what I had to buy. And I said, do you mean like what? Like the city?
All those
And he goes, no.
celebrities were willing to put their face on while she promotes the token?
Yeah.
Dude, she did it with Apes, with the concierge service 2 years ago. Sorry, 3 years ago now. So she's doing a token. It's just the next meta.
What is
Literally.
Paris Hilton's like NFTs worth at this point? 0?
Yep.
No, she didn't have NFTs. She was buying. Oh, no, she did have
She
NFTs.
does. Sandbox
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
No, and
they
she
were
had
worth
Nifty Gateway with what's her name? Blake.
Blake Lively.
No. I'm blanking on her name, but she did do an NFT drop on Nifty Gateway.
So this could be the mother of all celebrity tokens. I mean, I'm seeing Kris Kardashian. I'm seeing, I don't know who that guy is. I'm seeing Benny Flacco, Selena
Go
Gomez.
from InSync.
Okay.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Demi Lovato. Look, this could be the mother of all celebrity tokens. I'm very interested in this. Would you buy the Paris token, Nick?
I mean, if I get to get in at the beginning, yeah, fuck yeah. The game with meme tokens is literally to be as early as possible to the entire thing. That is it. I mean, I guess that what used to be the case with NFTs as well. These pumps are very short-lived, and they just all implode. How is what's the OnlyFans musician girl that
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea? So what's her token at right now? Mother.
We can check. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, this is down basically from the top straight down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow.
It's down 50%. I thought it had potential. I had
buy
some. I bought some. I bought some along with our quant.
Made money on Mother.
You made money on
You
Mother?
make money on it?
Yeah. I'm actually like not bad at trading meme coins, but the reason that I'm not bad is because I get the hell out of it like as quick as possible. And when I see some of these things and I'm just like feeling the vibe, when there's a bunch of people in spaces all pumping it the other night, that was going to be the Pico top associated with it. Because like what campaign can she do now that's going to like generate a bunch of interest in Mother token? Like, I mean, I just don't know what she can do at this point, and it's just down only. She just wanted to make money anyways. Did she actually make any money off of this? Like, did they sell their tokens?
I think they did at the start, but I don't know how much.
Oh shit,
Maybe.
I can't hear.
Maybe a couple
I
100,000.
think she has like 3% of the supply, and there are a whole bunch of wallets that basically had the token before it even launched,
They smoked it
or
on
sorry,
launch, yeah.
before it even became public, knowledge. So I imagine the same thing's going to happen with Paris as well. So even if you're getting in early, you're going to get dumped on, but doesn't mean there's some momentum there. But these celeb coins, I mean, are we really going to be talking about this in 2 weeks? Like, no, it's going to be in and out.
I feel betrayed. I'm not gonna lie. I feel betrayed. I fell into the. I think you guys can still hear us, right? We're good?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're good. So I feel betrayed from the celebrities because I actually trusted Caitlyn Jenner. I'm not gonna lie. I fell for it.
Well, you had
I
a pretty
fell
good
for it.
thesis on why you trusted Miss Caitlyn.
Yeah,
Have you told
it
Nick
was-
this thesis?
Did you hear my thesis for the Caitlyn token?
No.
And this is before. Keep in mind, this is before she rugged, before she launched another token. So I actually thought it could be the Doge,
But
the Doge
Clemente,
coin
you don't
Yeah.
think that this actually emphasizes your thesis?
of inclusivity, all chains.
Transitioning.
Okay.
So what was the thesis? Explain it to us.
So my thesis was that this could be the Doge of the LGBTQ community. Like it could be the and I did my research. Ray
Oh
actually
yeah,
looked it up.
a lot of
So
research.
the median income of married LGBTQ people is $110,000 a year.
Yeah, the gays are rich.
The
Like
gays-
in general, the one of the most powerful Silicon Valley mafias is the gay mafia. There's some key
There's
investors that are
mafias in the
there.
Silicon Valley.
The PayPal mafia.
Oh, that was Elon. Yeah.
That was Elon. That was Peter Thiel, who's also in the gay mafia. So they're very inclusive. Although I don't know if the gay mafias kicked Peter Thiel out or what the situation is. Keith Raboy, both PayPal and the gay mafia. But then there's other people that extended the gay mafia versus anyways, needless to say, what I still don't
Nick, were you a part of this mafia? You know a lot about it.
I'm in a lot of mafias, dude. You don't want to, but I don't talk about my personal memberships.
Mhm.
I just out other people. In terms of the thesis here, I think this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, it literally made sense. It literally made sense. The problem.
What do you think? What do you think the average LGBTQ's position is on Caitlyn Jenner? Do they view her as positive? Do they have
No,
positive
negatively.
sentiment or negative?
Negatively. It's negative.
So that was
Negative.
the hiccup. Was I received upon further research, I found out that Caitlyn Jenner is actually not liked a lot by the LGBT.
Not liked at all.
Community.
Has
They
made
don't
some
like her.
very outlandish comments towards the community in which she resides in.
Yeah, so that's what I learned is they're not a fan of her. That kind of ruined it.
Well, when she was a Trump supporter on the first go around, that
Still is. People were
outed
actually
a lot of
buying this.
people.
People were buying this token in hopes that she would be named vice president.
I think okay, that's an interesting thesis. I was gonna say for the meme coin space though, the fact that she's not liked by the LGBTQ AA plus is now what it is, which is ridiculous.
What does that mean?
This is I'm blanking on the name, but it's basically supporters, allies. And I don't know what the other A is.
A plus.
It's gotten out of control, the number of letters associated with this point, that it's like hard to track. We're just going to be adding more letters. But the last thing I was going to just say about this is because this space is so apolitical or sort of like counter political, I would say, and we're trying to anti-woke, I should say, that maybe that gives the Jenner token some level of hope.
That would be interesting. The only thing I was going to say is if they keep adding letters, eventually they're going to be able to turn it into a rune sticker. 14. So they're halfway there. So
Couple more months, they'll only need 12, dude. That's how it works here.
it's a joke. I think the audience.
That was a pretty
liked
good
that one.
joke. That was a pretty
It
good
was
joke.
a deep cut
That
one.
was a
That
good
was a
one.
pretty
That was a
good
good one.
joke. That was that was good. That was good.
So with yeah, I'm on fire, baby. Let's go. So meme coins, we saw a little bit of a pullback here in the last 24 hours in general. Let's see, we have Whiff down 11%, Bonk down 15%, Mog down 17%, Epic down 20%. Was it because of the celebrity meme coins taking away liquidity? What's going on here? Is it just because it was due for a little bit of a pullback Easy or Signal?
Well, we've also seen the pullback on the majors as well. So like this is just a tiny little blip. And I actually think for the non-celeb stuff, it's a good time to position for anything that you're looking for, because this is obviously going to go back up. There's no, it hasn't been any indicators that the majors should be continuing to go down right now. I think we're like definitely still in a bullish direction. So on these meme coin swings and the ones that you have conviction on, just add a little bit more to the bag and like let it ride. Let it ride.
Are you interested in any of these meme coin Signal? I know you've had your good and bad days with meme coins. Some days you were very excited about, and other days you're like, hey, I'm done with meme coins. I'm just gonna put it in Solana. Are you excited about any of these?
I am. Do you know what? I met Greeny, the meme coin master. I like saying, took my notebook, took my pen, and just wrote down the alpha. I mean, that guy seriously knows his stuff when it comes to meme coins, and he changed my mind on a lot of things of like how to think about positioning more of this stuff long term. The stuff like that's like short-term trends, like the celeb stuff, I'm just not interested in. It just takes up too much attention. I go to bed, something happened on space on US time, I come back and my bags are zero. Stuff like that I'm really not interested in. I would actually rather do pump.fun or some of the more well-known names than do any of the celeb stuff. So yeah, I'm all here for the meme coins.
I love it. It's the one thing I will say, and I've said it before, meme coins has been the easiest way for me to onboard new people into crypto, which might not be a good long-term thesis, but like the only people I've been able to buy any crypto have been people liking Bonk. They're like, oh, I can go on Coinbase and buy this thing. Doge is at like 25 billion and this thing's at 2 billion. Sure, I'll buy it. But I tell them about Bitcoin. They're like, dude, there's no shot in hell I'm buying that thing. It's at 70,000, but Bonk is at 0.00003. Like, heck yeah, if it reaches $1, I'm like a billionaire.
I have a small meme bag. I've been doing small trading. I went from 1 SOL to 20 SOL was like the sort of like approach that I was using, and it worked out. I'm at 20 SOL right now. But Epic has been a major one that I've actually made. I'm up 3.75% right now. That's what I'm standing at. But I was in there. I mean, my overall holdings with has been pretty significant. Wow, that chart on Epic is ridiculous.
It's going so much higher. Duck to a buck, baby.
I like Epic. Pups, I'm down 3 SOL. I'm down 60% now. Dude, this Pups position is just like awful. This is like
you're
really
telling me I followed Clemente. I'm still down 73%.
I mean, it seems like the name of the game to really make the money in this space is to do full-blown pump and dumps. Like that is that's the best way to make money here.
It's literally to just get in early before anyone else.
Are you saying participate or launch them?
Launching them is the best approach.
It seems most celebrities have taken your advice.
Yeah.
Well, it's also interesting. I think crypto money is different. Like there's a lot of money like sort of sloshing around in this space overall. And I feel like on a relative basis, crypto can make more money than like traditional Web 2 celebrities, if we call them that. They don't really make that much money, like overall, unless you're at like the top of the food chain. Those are the people that we sort of like become like iconic in terms of their like income. But I don't think the average one. It's also like I was wondering why Iggy Azalea has this thing, and her photos in her she's worth like I think 5 million or 10 million, but the number of purses, like her purse collection itself, is worth probably $1 million. And so when you have a purse collection that's over 10 to 20% of your net worth, that's like questionable sort of like exposure.
No, proper risk management.
No, okay.
Like,
No, actually, Iggy, I listened to her. No, Iggy, I listened to her, and I don't hold her token. I'm not interested in buying her token, but she has her head screwed on. Like, she comes across as one way, did her money, and she makes money like off her investments. That's one of the few like celebs I've listened to in this space where I'm like, even if she does have a bag collection that's like, worth $1 million, you have to actually look at the bags and be like, what does she own, or are all of them depreciating assets? Because handbags are their own asset class. Not going to get into it, but there are some that actually appreciate and value. Most of the celebs, but most of the celebs, the reason why they're poor is just because they don't invest their money, and their whole thing is just like, I mean, like Mike Tyson and that whole like how he had no money at the end of his career. I think a lot of celebs still act like that. A lot of footballers still act like that. They just don't invest their money, and because they're in that world, it just gets spent so quickly. But the smart ones, they invest and they have money. They have money at the end of the day.
People are pointing out that she made $10 million on OnlyFans. Incredible.
She's crushing it. She's crushing it. Personally, what I would be waiting for is if she makes her OnlyFans. Hey, what if she got an early fans, which is she could become an handsome angel, right? That could be interesting, right? What if she did that and then she made it powered by the mother token?
Already a conversation in Spaces about that. Someone asked her and she said no.
Oh,
damn.
Well, she hasn't spoken to Clemente yet.
Yeah, I mean, I could give her the pitch. I could give her the pitch.
Yeah. She's quote tweeted me, so I think we have it in there. You know, we're locked in.
Okay.
Wait, so, well, yeah. If we can have a conversation with her one-on-one, maybe she can expand on this and she can tell us. We can ask some of those hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, Iggy, if you're listening to this, we would love to have you on the show. We will be asking some hard-hitting questions, though. We're not here to pump your token necessarily. We're here to be very brutally honest and get to the bottom of what you're trying to build here, because it's certainly interesting. But I don't know. I don't know how long she can keep up this shtick of like shit posting. She is doing a very good job shit posting, I will say. But anyways, moving on to runes before we do our picks for the Karate Combat fight. Like I was saying earlier, we're seeing runes soaring. We got Dog Go to the Moon up 27%, R6 25%,
Okay,
decentralized.
How many people in our audience, like literally anyone, if you own runes, just post a comment down below saying rune, because I don't think anybody is trading these damn things.
Literally watch the comments. You bring up runes, watch the comments. Hey, if you own any runes, comment runes, and they're here. We bring up runes. They're freaking fired up about it.
3 people. There's 1,
Boom,
2.
boom. Look at that. Look at that. These guys are alive. Look, there's a big, strong, and that's why you can't really fade the runes community, is these guys are a cult. You can't fade them. You can't fade them.
A cult of 15 people.
A little bit condescending. I will.
Hey, Colt's got to start somewhere, Nick. Yeah. Colt's got to start somewhere, man. You can't knock it.
Yeah.
People are calling me a boomer.
Yeah,
that's not wrong. That's not wrong.
So what I learned was my wine tweet 2 weeks ago that like went semi-viral literally marked the bottom of runes when the Bitcoiners came out to like dunk on me. Lynn Alden like calling me out for basically being a dumbass. That was the bottom.
Did you buy any then?
Nope. Because whatever his name is, the guy behind the Bitcoin Standard or whatever called me redacted like 6 times.
Casey Rodimer?
No. He's
Eric
like
Wall?
No. The Bitcoin Standard, dude. The Pio's got like a poster of him in his room.
Nakamoto?
No. Okay.
Eric,
a signal.
Eric something.
I have no idea what this guy's name is, dude. Anyways, if you guys know the guy behind the guy behind the Bitcoin Standard, let me know.
What does that even mean? What is the Bitcoin Standard?
It's standard for Bitcoin.
No, the Bitcoin Standard is, I think, when you live based off of a Bitcoin only.
Yes,
it's Bitcoin only.
That's not called Bitcoin Standard, though. I don't think
it's Safedine. This guy, Safedine. Safedine is the Bitcoin Standard guy. Anyways, I don't know why, but he was the guy that was calling me redacted. He called me various names. Actually, it was
a lot of names.
Yeah, it bummed me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but he said he was so below. I'm so below him in buying this rune that he didn't even want to interact with me anymore, that he was like, this is the end. I wouldn't even, I proposed a bet. I'm like, I'll buy a basket of 3 runes and we put $1,000 bet that it outperforms Bitcoin in a 45-day period. And he's like, I wouldn't even want to think about putting my sats towards a bet that supports this spam on the blockchain. I'm like, all right, safety. Let's relax, dude. What are we talking about? But anyways, runes, we actually have been talking about them the last couple of weeks. I personally don't want to mid-curve it, because as soon as I start actually thinking about it, I'm like, who would want to buy this? I'm like, who would want to buy these when you have Solana? But I look at it as a bet on just memes on Bitcoin, which I think are going to last. But I I don't know. Signal or Easy, anything to add
No,
here?
dude, like Clemente, you're absolutely right. Don't overthink it, because when you start overthinking it and you like you basically get to Nick's place, it's like, who would buy this? Well, people are buying. And this space, people are like locusts. Once they see money is being made, everyone just jumps over there. And as soon as money's been made in another place, everything jumps over there. That's why you see these such harsh pullbacks in different ecosystems. Like, pack your bags on runes. Even now, like, okay, they've pumped quite a bit now, which is not the best time to be packing them. But once you get that feeling that the timeline is like everything is dead, blah, 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 it's probably going to happen to the Blast ecosystem, maybe after TGE, if the people don't like how it went or blah, they don't like it went, don't like the valuation. Anyway, when you see strong FUD and you see an ecosystem sell off, you just got to think, like, will attention come back here? Are there enough incentives to come back? And I think Runes is a perfect example of that. It's going to come back.
Let's hit karate and wrap because we got to go to that breakfast.
Okay, yeah. So we are going to before we wrap today's show, we are going to make our picks for today's Karate Combat 46 fight, which starts today at 7 p.m. Eastern. For 7,000 of our most loyal listeners, or sorry, newsletter subscribers, you received a karate token airdrop claim, which a lot of you did claim. There was a snapshot taken yesterday, and you can now use these tokens to pick your fighters for today's fight. The website's very well done, I will say. Nick, you were at this weigh-in yesterday. Are there any fighters that you were excited about? We got Billy.
I got to comment on this real quick.
Yeah.
I got to comment on that. Billy McFarland was so excited to see Nick, like genuinely so excited. He was like, "Oh my god, like choose Rich." The first thing I thought of was, "Damn, is Nick a scammer?"
He was a big fan, and I appreciated that. We're launching Fire Festival #2, so I'm pretty excited about that. That actually would be like, I'm leaning into the hate, and I'm trying to find ways to be hated at this point in time. So I'd like to partner with Billy McFarland. He's already done.
You guys choose North Dakota for the location for Fire Festival too.
Okay, we did not select that. Nice attempt at a joke there, though. I'm not going to play with it. Okay. Billy may also like lose this fight, is what I think is going to happen. He may get the shit beat out of him. But
make your pick. Billy Fire Fist McFarland versus Justin Custardo.
I'm gonna go with Justin.
Billy's the underdog.
Barely.
Yeah.
So I got to take my guy Billy.
Really?
Dude, he's been training Muay Thai. He was way more composed up there during the press conference. Justin Custado was calling him a bitch and trying to get at him. I got to take my guy Billy here.
Okay, dude, the mental presence there is completely different. I will say Billy has a nice composure, but what's her name? Who's training in the gym? Influencer girl we saw yesterday.
Belly.
No, that's not fighting. That we were walking down the street.
I have no idea.
After the party, the rooftop party, with heels.
Oh, Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley Decan was saying that she's been training with Justin.
Oh.
So, and she said Justin has been training every single day and Billy hasn't. And so that's the thing. That's why I'm just like, okay, like she's like, Billy's going to get his ass beat. Now she's very biased because she's been training with this guy. So like, I haven't seen how the others have trained, but like apparently Billy just started training and like the fight's today. So I don't know. I may put my money on just. I'd love to see. I mean, everyone loves a comeback story, although not a lot of people have any interest in Billy. Like my engagement associated with him on Instagram was near zero. People just don't give a shit about the guy.
Clemente, let's get all the way to the bottom of this. I want to see the full IFC card.
Yeah. So what I'm also interested in, how do we feel about Belly versus Lauren Sweeney? Belly is the person that Pio made a fight breakdown video of.
Oh yeah.
She is the 63% favorite. Should we bet her anyways? Belly.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. Boom. Locking it in. Any other? Do we like tech? Tactical investing? Any interest in these other?
I like tactical investing. He definitely probably uses Bollinger Bands during his training. Tech Hustler sounds like one of those Silicon Valley cult guys.
That's an underdog option. Wow.
I like it. I have a pick I want to share.
Oh God.
And I'm going with Arturo Vergara. This guy is a Chilean. Weaseled his way into this. Apparently crushed the last fight. Earned the card. He's an underdog. He's a scrappy. They call him the Chilean junkyard dog.
He's the
So
favorite.
I'm going to be sitting there rooting.
Junkyard
He's a
dog.
junkyard dog. He's scrappy. He doesn't lose. He's doing whatever it takes to win. I'm betting the house on Arturo Vergara as my my Latin American, my Chilean brethren. I'm going to be betting on him, even though he's a 71% favorite. Boom, 2K karate token. Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go. Any other guys? I like this Brandon Jenkins guy, but he's a
How
favorite.
much is that worth? Like $1?
Okay, well, anyways, any other interest before we wrap on all these on the other fighters? Let's see.
We gotta
here.
pick them.
I'm gonna go with.
Nah, I got to go with Brandon Jenkins, dude. Look at that mullet.
Okay.
Oh, that was an incredible stand when they were standing at the fight. It was like two hipsters. I thought they were gonna like go and party afterwards together. Like they were like similarly dressed. They both showed up. I was like, is this a model shoot for like deep Brooklyn? Like what's going on here? It was a ridiculous like Bed-Stuy or something like that. That was ridiculous. It was, the guy just came up, one of them like didn't do anything, just was picking his hair and was like, yeah, good stuff. like also the weigh-ins, they're wearing clothes. So it's like really just a ceremonial thing. I don't think it matters at all.
They do the weigh-ins before that. And I didn't know that, but it's they go buck naked on those weigh-ins because they can't even, not even a shed of clothing because they got to make weight. Anyways, the other thing I will say is
Dicks out.
Yep, exactly. The Karate Combat website actually shows some pretty interesting analysis on Brandon Jenkins, aka Mullet McGee. He's got some very interesting strike accuracy. I don't know what any of this means, but anyways,
You don't know what strike accuracy? It would be the percentage of hits in that area that land.
got it. Okay, got it. So he hits a lot of chest shots. Okay. Before we wrap, look, I'm gonna go with the underdog here, Andres Madera. I'm just going strictly Latinos on my. I'm repping Latinos for all these fights. Marcus Perez versus Bam Morris. Do we want to go with the no picture?
I thought you were going with the Latino.
Is Marcus Perez Latino? Okay,
I
can't tell. Let's go Maximo. And I don't have enough karate tokens. Okay, well, these are my picks. Let's go.
We're locked in.
We're locked in. Whoa. Okay.
Huge fight tonight. Absolutely locked in. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live streaming. And I don't believe that there's a cost to view that. So if you want to see Choose Rich Nick get in the Square Arena, you better tune in live. You better make your picks. He's going down. He's going to be getting in there. He's going to be getting nitty gritty, dirty, all across the board. I'm excited for the IFC fights brought to you by Kraken as well. Those are going to be absolutely electric. Oh wow, that's a bicep. Nick's
big biceps actually.
Okay, wow, Jesus, it's those rocket sickles.
Mm-hmm.
No?
The Rocket Man.
Rocket Pops.
Rocket Pop. Nick Rocket Pop O'Neal. Okay.
Something to look out for, guys. We're also going to be getting into the pit, making some content before the fight. We are. I'm. Nick and I might do a little bit of sparring. Same with Easy. We might practice some kicks. We're going to be in the pit beforehand. I think at 4:30 today. So be on the lookout for that. I've been practicing my kicks. I might do some push-ups. Take my shirt off. You know, I've been actually hitting the gym a little bit. I've been hitting the gym, so I'm excited. I think people hopefully are impressed with my physique and expertise on some of the moves.
I hope the timelines really mean to you.
We're making Clemente run around naked as a hazing sort of activity.
Hazing ritual.
Can't wait to see Clemente use this on his Hinge profile.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It actually needs an upgrade. I was looking at it last night after the party. I was feeling lonely and checking out my Hinge profile. I'm like, dude, I got to optimize this a little bit more. But what you will see is a move that I've mastered. It's the maracas. The maracas. Can I show them real quick?
Yeah, let's see it.
What is it?
All right, for those
That's
in the
pretty
audience,
good.
we're seeing how quick Clemente's hands are. That's pretty good.
He was just punching the air very quickly.
Checking his pulse. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, be on the lookout for a Karate Combat 46 tonight. It's going to be streamed on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, every single platform. It might even be on TV. I've been seeing it on TV a couple times. We hope to see you there if you're going. It's going to be a very, very fun time. Thank you all for tuning in. We will be live tomorrow with the Karate Combat Aftermath, live from Austin, Texas, the Windy City. Thank you all for tuning in. See you all tomorrow.